हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू माय स्ट्रीम। मैं हूं आपका होस्ट और दोस्त जसमान और आज हम वापस से खेल रहे हैं गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट। तो आज मैंने जब स्ट्रीम चालू करी थी तो हमारा कावरेना ऑफ गुड एंड ईवल और हमारा क्वेस्ट चालू हो गया और उसकी वजह से सुरूश को ये जो हैट है, बेसिकली ट्राइविंग चैपलेट, ये मिल गया। तो इससे हमारा इवेंट भी अनलॉक हो गया है, रिकलेक्टर्स पाथ वाला। और बीच में मंजोत और नोबिता आ गए थे तो मैं मंजोत के साथ खेलने लग गया था। बट खेलते खेलते ना मेरे घर पे कुछ काम चल रहा था तो उसकी वजह से मेरे कमरे के अंदर थोड़े कारीगर वगैरह आना चाहते थे तो उसकी वजह से मुझे स्ट्रीम बंद करनी पड़ी। बट अभी सब जो मेरे घर का रेनोवेशन चल रहा था वो कंप्लीट हो गया है। होपफुली कल कुछ और काम ना हो। तो रेनोवेशन कंप्लीट हो गया, फिर मैं जिम जाके आया, फिर अभी मैं थोड़ा फ्री हूँ तो मैंने सोचा चलो ये जो इवेंट है ये कम से कम चालू तो करते हैं। ख़त्म भले ही ना हो पाए, चालू करके स्टार्ट करते हैं, क्योंकि इसके लिए अभी सिर्फ 5 दिन रह गए, 5.5 दिन। तो जितना जल्दी हम ये चालू करके ख़त्म करेंगे उतना बेटर रहेगा। तो हमको ये वाला इवेंट चालू करना है, रिकलेक्टर्स पाथ वाला। इसके लिए भी हम जाएंगे। ओ, इधर जाना था हमें, बट हमारा ये टेलीपोर्ट व्यू पॉइंट अनलॉक्ड ही नहीं है। हमें अभी भाग के जाना पड़ेगा। भाग के इन द सेंस लंबे रास्ते से। कोई नहीं, चले जाएंगे। होपफुली ये इवेंट के अंदर बोलने वाले डायलॉग है। क्या तुम लोग मार रहे हो? मैं मारने पे उतर आऊंगा ना, बचोगे नहीं तुम लोग। क्या हो गया? ओ हो, गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट क्रैश हो गई। पहली बार हुआ है ऐसा। पहली बार ऐसा हुआ है कि गेम क्रैश हुई है। वाह, देयर इज अ फर्स्ट टाइम फॉर एवरीथिंग। और वो भी स्ट्रीम के टाइम पे क्रैश हुई। होपफुली फटाफट हम रिज्यूम कर पाए। ये तो पहली बार हुआ है मेरे साथ कि मैं स्ट्रीम करते हुए गेम क्रैश हो। लैपटॉप पे वैसे तो होती रहती है, बट पता नहीं इस बार क्यों हुई है। हम्म गेम की ऑप्टिमाइजेशन लग रहा है धीरे धीरे अपडेट से कम होती जा रही है, अगर ये इतनी भी स्टेबल नहीं है तो। 16 GB का रैम है, i7 प्रोसेसर है, एनवीडिया का ग्राफिक कार्ड है, फिर भी अगर ये ऐसा गेम नाटक कर रही है तो पता नहीं तौबा तौबा आगे जाके क्या होगा। आगे जाके चल भी पाएगी कि गेम की नहीं पता नहीं। नए पीसी लेने पड़ेंगे, नए लैपटॉप या नए पीसी। चलो, हम लोग लकीली यहाँ से ही स्टार्ट हुए। ओ, इधर अंदर चेस्ट था। इधर अंदर चेस्ट था और मैंने मिस कर दिया। गलत है भाई, गलत है। रुक, पहले इसको हराएंगे।
Committed to memory.
There is no escape.
Allow me. I see everything.
Clouds high.
Bird's call.
Wind strike. Inazuma shines eternal.
खत्म। राइडन की एक तलवार काफी है। वो बच कैसे गई? वही मैं सोचूं बच कैसे गई। लैग इतना बढ़ गया अचानक कि बच गई उस वजह से।
One with nature.
Grow. Hold the line.
Shine down. Into the wind.
वो छुप के पड़ा हुआ था उधर, आया नहीं था सामने। काजुआ की पावर ऐसी है ना, वो छुपे हुए को भी निकाल लेता है। बड़ा दिग्गज आदमी है वो।
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Who says there aren't benefits? There are.
The wind knows me.
सबसे बड़ा बेनिफिट तो ये है, कूद के चढ़ना।
Time to go.
Let us see. टीनी की हॉलो है। इधर है परी। टॉक टू द परी। Run. Where to? I'll explain later. Come, quick. ये क्या है? Okay, let Sorush fly. क्या है? ओके डोंट स्ट्रे टू फार, बट यही लेके जा रही है दूर। ओ किधर लेके जा रही है? इसको क्या गेड़ी मारनी थी हैं? इतने भगा के भी घुमा के गेड़ी मार के आए हम बस। Residual Pari. Alright, there's no way those defiled beings can catch up with us. I'll go take a break in the Yurakusha oasis for the time being. क्या किया पता नहीं, टाइम पास किया बस हम लोगों ने।
A fateful offering.
अरे ओके, फायदा हुआ हमारे को। चल बेटा, चलो जी बेटा जी, लेके चलो ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਰੈਸਟਿੰਗ ਪਲੇਸ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚਲੋ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪੁਤਲੇ ਉੱਤੇ। ओ बोरा पुतला आपका, क्या बात है, बड़ा पास है।
A fateful offering.
चलो। It seems that all my friends who came with me are lost. Could you please help me find them? They shouldn't have gone far. एक ये रहा। दूसरा ये रहा। वो डेंड्रोक्यूलस है ना? डेंड्रोक्यूलस ही है। टिनगी हॉलो। ओ, दो दो है। क्या हो रहा है? वापस वापस वापस। यार क्या हो रहा है आज? कुछ तो गड़बड़ है। वापस से गेम हैंग हो गई यार। क्रैश भी हो गई मतलब। कुछ तो गड़बड़ है ही। समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या प्रॉब्लम है। एक बार टास्क मैनेजर में देखते क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रही है। चलो हम वापस परी वाले मोड में आ गए। वो रहा। बट यार ये बड़ा गलत है। ये बहुत गलत है। एक तो हम इतनी दिग्गज से इतनी मेहनत करके स्ट्रीम करने के लिए आते हैं और गेम कैश पे क्रैश हुई जा रही है। Hey, they are all actually all here. I can't thank you enough. Awaken the Pari of the Pravasi
Brings a
tree.
smile to my face.
अपने को वो दो डेंड्रोक्यूलस के लिए ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा।
Time to go.
ये बाद में करेंगे हम।
One with nature.
आजा फटने दे.
Into the wind.
अब ओए यार इतने तो इतनी मेहनत करके ऊपर चढ़ते हम. कर लो. अरे रीजनरेट कर ले.
One with nature.
पहले तू रीजनरेट करेगा स्टैमिना फिर ही ऊपर चढ़ेगा.
Into the wind.
इधर 2 डेंड्रोक्यूलस है, एक तो इधर है.
Time to go.
जिसके लिए हमें पूरा नीचे नहीं गिरना पड़ेगा.
One with nature.
तो इसके लिए हमने ये ले लिया और दूसरा इधर है. गेट ऑफ सल्खारिन. नोप. ओह क्या छुपा के रखा है. बैडलैंड्स ट्रेजर हंटर.
To a life of wandering.
अब इसको लेने के लिए हमको इधर से घूम के ही कूदना पड़ेगा.
Into the wind.
क्योंकि हमारे पास वॉन्डरर तो है नहीं जो हम उड़ के जाके ले लें. एंड ये हमें मिल गया और वो रहा हमारा ट्रैवल वे पॉइंट. यार वे पॉइंट तो इन्होंने लेने नहीं दिया और ये इवेंट भी बिना डायलॉग वाला. Paimon's getting so used to how you look now that Paimon can't even remember what you look like without the chaplet, Sorush. Sorush या Sorush दोनों एक जैसा ही नाम लग रहा है. Paimon seems to recall some baldness at the top of your head and a haughty disposition. But Paimon didn't expect you to get the chaplet so easily, though it was mostly thanks to our help. Hehe. Blah! Mention the trifles of the past no more, pale floater. The thing of greatest importance, the reason why we were able to claim the chaplet so easily, was because I am a Pari, worthy of the twin-horned chaplet. Hence everything fell into place as it was meant to be. Perhaps I was fated to bear this crown from the day of my birth. Hey, bragging loudly, I see. Elder Zurvan, what brings you here? Just seeing if our newish Bloomguard is fulfilling her duties. Duties? Oh no? Did you think claiming such a title would bring you nothing but fame and fortune, Sorush? Impossible. I am no Pari of rank ignorance. The duties I have not been neglected. Indeed, I have also performed the necessary feats to be worthy of my accolades. Though the flashing flame might steal your attention, a gradual trickle of enduring devotion may also be worthy of praise. Hmm. In the time you have spent away from us, there have been countless Pari who, though unable to ever gain the title of Bloomguard, still contribute to our greater community with quite dignity. Ah, I thought that you would perform some deeds that would prove your worthiness of the title of Bloomguard. As it turns out, however, it seems you've just been idling around. Hey, saying she does nothing is going too far. Sorush is already pretty great, right? Traveler? Sure is. Well, I mean, Traveler, stop being so strict. I did not mean to neglect my duties. It's just that the responsibilities of a Bloomguard weren't fully detailed by the Order of Skeptics. Take a second. It is a body tradition after all. Trying to learn it from humans is pure folly. Folly. Trying to learn it from humans is pure folly. Though you have earned the approval of Khvarena, you remain a young Pari. In times like this, it is best to be direct and consult me for guidance. Ask you for guidance directly, Elder. But no, the Chaplet possessed a great deal of knowledge. I need but contemplate for a moment before I am greeted with answers. But Zurvan is right here. She even said that if we have questions, she will answer. We don't even need to go hunting for details anymore. For Paimon and travelers, deep adventuring experience, chances like this are pretty few. You'll regret not taking this opportunity. हाँ कोई गाइड करने वाला मिल जाए ना कि ये करो लाइफ सेट I doubt not my elder sincerity. It's just I heard the Order of Skeptics say that only the answers one finds themselves are worth any merit. Isn't that something someone else told you as well? The Order of Skeptics even constantly makes mistakes in its official documents. Yeah, do you really think the Order of Skeptics is more trustworthy than Zorwan? Indeed, you offer truth in your insights, Yasnapati, pale floater. I am no longer the Sorush from before. With the Khvarena's approval, I must act with maturity and live up to the title of Bloomguard. Zurvan, Elder Zurvan, what are the exact obligations that a Bloomguard must fulfill? I beg of you to enlighten me. Though I have been neglectful in the past, I will do my utmost now to remedy my failings. Whoa, Paimon didn't expect Surush to be so obedient. What happened? Paimon feels a little touched. Haha, well, your words give me confidence. The Bloomguard's duty are vast and may take days and nights to recall in their totality. However, considering that you have spent far more time with humans than those of your own kind, let's start with something simple. As for all those who bear the title of Bloomguard, extraordinary competence and keen insight are necessity. I've already prepared 6 training tasks, with 3 meant to test flying skills and the other 3, well, they'll need Sorush to clear some potential threats. This training sounds kind of familiar. Sounds familiar? It is familiar. Isn't this just something we do all the time? Enough talk, Pale Floater. As long as I successfully finish these missions, my elder must concede that I am worthy and prepared for the mantle of Bloomguard. Though it sounds simple, these are all tests delivered onto me by my elder. I must unleash my fullest effort when dealing with them. Very good, very good. Conveniently, Surushi's Yasnapati and his companion are here. There is a task you can help her successfully complete. It is no hard matter though. Though, as you know, Sorush has been close with the Order of Skeptics and humans while drifting further from Pari traditions. I would ask you to serve as an audience and listen to Sorush recount the past. A Bloomguard should naturally be able to speak of historical events, yes. Of course, if you all need to do is hear Sorush tell a story, it does sound pretty simple. Then I leave this to you two. As for the training that Sorush must complete by herself, I will let her know momentarily. You two merely need to accompany her. Okay. Okay. ओके बेसिकली ट्रेनिंग ही है कुछ ज़्यादा खास नहीं है ट्रेनिंग मोड है Don't stray too far from your companion.
One with nature.
बैरल नहीं फोड़ने हमने. ये क्या कर रहा है इधर खड़े खड़े?
Shine down. Trust and rebuild.
Wind strike. Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
How good. Find anything you like?
Oh, ये बस नाइट स्काई एंजॉय कर रहा था. Nirodha fruit. Okay. Begin trial. Boxes and barrels फोड़ने आए. Opponents repelled. Destroy boxes and barrels. Okay. Okay. इनको कैसे मारूं? ओह अपोनेंट्स एंड बैरल्स बाकी है. That is good. But what about these? ओ फायर जलानी है, अट्रैक्ट करना है और फिर एक साथ मारना है. ओके सिर्फ एक स्पेयर करने के लिए बच गया मेरे पास बॉम्ब. भागे भागे भागे. ए हो गया टाइम पास था, हो गया. बट head to this. Jashnapati. मतलब सारे ही करने, मेरे को लगा ऑप्शनल भी रहेंगे। ओके, रिस्टोर करना रेमिनिसेंस, बेसिकली मेमोरी फाइंडिंग। ओके, ट्रायल फेल्ड। काहे? बहुत ज्यादा नीचे नहीं जाना है क्या? हमको क्या फोटो खींचनी है? Distance to correct location. हो गया। अच्छा, मेमोरी मैचिंग ही था, खाली फोकट हम नीचे गए। Is this the last stop for our first day? We're pretty familiar with this place, seeing how we've been here plenty of times. If floater is so confident, then why not swap roles with me? I will play audience, you be the speaker. Yeah, let's give it a try. Here comes Paimon. The place before us covered with flowers and flowing water. It is the Urukasha's oasis. This place doesn't have... Alright, this place isn't manifested by the demons of death and is home of the Pari. Therefore, many Pari are here. The best among them is one called Zurvan. Sorush, you were born here too, right? Though you were different from the other Pari. For example, while the other Pari only sound kind of weird when they speak, you sound really weird. You all come from the same waters, but why is it that only you are so strange? Hey! I was not lying. When you were speaking to the Order of Skeptics, your words were kind of weird. Well, the Order of Skeptics sounded weird too, so there's that. Phew, Paimon thought all the other Pari were going to be exactly like you. In fact, Paimon was worried about that until we finally got to the Urukasha's oasis and met Zurvan. Then we found out that only you are like, how should Paimon put this? You have a particular way of speaking to the Order of Skeptics, right? It seems the Order of Skeptics had too much of an influence on her. I suppose you can say that. Seeing as you have no objections, Paimon will keep going. This is a big stump in the Urukasha's oasis. Pale floater, you absolute. It is Harvishkotokham in the Urukasha oasis. Man, these funny names sure are a mouthful. And it is totally a big stump, isn't it? Paimon remembers you saying that stump is also a god and that Pari have a deep relationship with it. अरे यार, ये चीज हमें पता है, ये बार बार क्यों बोल रहे हैं ये लोग? कितना टाइम बर्बाद करते हैं? Though these things are indeed facts, letting the pale floater describe them would be too unflattering. I shall resume the role of the speaker. हाँ, बकवास बंद कर पाइमोन. Alright, Paimon thought she was making it easy to understand. Regardless, 500 years ago, our great god gave all to quell the disaster afflicting this place. As such, all the Amrita here is the last gift from the divine. Nourished by the Amrita, the Harviskotam and the Pari emerged. The eldest of the Pari and my elder is Zurvan. My birth came much later, so I was not a personal witness to those events. I heard my elder speak of it, but Elder Zurvan clearly associated with the Order of Skeptics when they were first established, but after my birth, all contact seemed to have been lost between them. Though my elder has long stated the importance of Pari traditions, she rarely mentions the past in details when she speaks with me. Instead, it was Order of Skeptics who enthusiastically shared the results of their historical research with me and approved my wish to follow in the footsteps of the divine bird. So, after all that, you slowly drifted away from the other Peri and learned your strange way of speaking from the Order of Skeptics. I suppose that can be seen as correct, objectively speaking. It sounds like a rebellious phase. A rebellious phase? I heard that humans in the Order of Skeptics mentioned something about this. They said that researchers in the forest experienced a Satyavada life or something like that. Is this rebellious phase a similar thing that humans progress through? Yeah, that sounds pretty similar. Maybe you can think of it as a necessary process for growth. It is not entirely like the Satyavada life that the researchers experience. In fact, I mean, I heard generally kids going through the rebellious phase will resist the care of their parents and try to assert their independence. That's what Spyman has heard. Just like you did. My past has little to do with my present. Whatever can be said, I have now returned to the Urukasha's oasis and earned the Khvarena's favor. You're amazing, Sorush. Never mind, Pale Feather. It means nothing to be patronized by one as immature as you. Speaking of, since we were on the topic of the Pari's birth, have you encountered the familiars of the forest? Familiars of the forest? Indeed, the ones long called the Aranara. I heard them mentioned by my elders. I heard they are not free to fly as we Pari are, but with their born to the vegetation, they can stride the mud without restraints. I find it hard to picture such a scene. Are they like Wenut? But do they have their own festival on that arrival? On that arrival of their day of celebration, the Aranara will gather together and enjoy carefree time as one. Sometimes I wonder if the Aranara have their own day. Why do Pari possess nothing of equivalence? When I asked my elder, she seemed hollow of interest regarding the matter. Why do you want a Pari festival? Is it because you eat lots of tasty snacks during a festival? क्यों टाइम पास फालतू डायलॉग पे फालतू डायलॉग फालतू पे फालतू बस पकड़ना है कुछ प्लॉट आगे नहीं बढ़ रहा बस बोलने जाना है इनको Of course, the Pari festival should have humans offering their odes and songs to us while I get to choose the best singer of the lot. That doesn't sound like a festival at all. Well, not for the attending humans anyway. It's more like a high pressure competition. But it is an enjoyable celebration for me, yes. Hence, I believe my elder may also enjoy such an occasion. Perhaps Zurvan is right. For Sorush to become a so-called bloom god, she might need a bit more training. उसके है ना जबान पे लगाम देने की ट्रेनिंग देनी चाहिए और एक तो ये बार 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 नोटिफिकेशन देनी है
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
अभी हम सुरवन से बात करेंगे
Time to go.
It appears the first part of your training went well. You could say so. Well, maybe it was a bit too easy for Sorush. Then I look forward to seeing her coming performance. Alright, about listening to Surush's tell stories, it turned out that Sorush went through a rebellious phase. Speak no more of this. Anyway, I have finally shed that stage of my life. The important thing is that I, with my Yasnapati and the pale floater, recalled the history following the birth of the Pari, and spoke of the familiars of the forest and their special festival. The fact that we as Pari do not have such a celebration of our own makes me troubled. Do you not feel the same way, Elder? If it were up to me, we should let humans attend the Pari festival and hear from them the praises they sing for the Pari. Afterward, I shall pick the best singer. To my knowledge, Festival Utsava is not a day to be so willfully and wishfully spent. Paimon always thought Surush's desire to get humans to record her deeds was different from the other Pari. Is this also the influence of the Order of Skeptics? That is the very reason why recalling and pondering the past is significant. Whatever happens, I look forward to seeing her coming performance. Head to the specified location and complete the trial. वापस उधर ही खड़ी रहती ना हम लोगों के साथ ही चेक करने के लिए, वापस उधर भेजा बात करने के लिए. बड़ा तीर मार लिया इन्होंने. Street Dross. क्या बात है, अभी तक इतना सही जा रहा है. ये डॉज करते हुए जाना है. टाइम पास है, एज सच तो स्टोरी का तो कुछ इफेक्ट हो ही नहीं रहा. तीन मिनट में किया. अभी नेक्स्ट इधर करना है. रिकलेक्टर्स पाथ. रेमिनिस. इधर इधर खड़ा होना है. अब भाई रुक जा. टीम पास. Wait, Paimon remembers this place. We've been here before. It does leave an impression. It sure scared Paimon pretty good. Paimon remembers that Sorush said that this why not got sealed here because it was unlucky. So what does it have to do with Sorush's training? Does Zurvan actually mean to say, "Ha, behold, Sorush, behold the fate of the unfortunate"? My elder is no pari of such idle nature. Back to the topic. I thought, though I did not elaborate on the Wenut in detail when we passed through here earlier, the catastrophe that caused it to be familiar to you, the one that happened 500 years ago. Indeed, the Wenut's must have been frozen in an instant. As it has been crystallized, its form remains in perpetuity. It's as it's as if it would start burrowing through the earth again once unsealed. This moment will be frozen in time. Oh, Paimon doesn't want to end up like that. You say what happened to the Wenut happened in an instant. No. Just thinking of it scares Paimon. I won't let that happen. Yeah, Paimon won't let something so horrible happen to the traveler as either. Then you should thank us, Pari. During those days of ruin, many species and races, including the Pari, gave their lives, sometimes even things more precious than their lives. Their sacrifices are why they were spared from facing the same irrevocable fate. And just so, as I was not there to witness a catastrophe when this land faces danger once again, I must take action. Then, from what you're saying, this Wenut is even older than you are, which should also make it your elder. However, it will not be returning to life. It has been sealed in its crystallized state for centuries. Perhaps the only fate that awaits is gradual dissolution. With how severe the loss of life was during the catastrophe, the Wenut, like countless other unfortunate souls, were frozen at the moment that calamity struck. But many more suffered even far graver fates than this poor fool before us, for they had already worn away beneath the grinding passing of time itself. To this day, nothing remains of them, not memory nor memorial. This one before us only lingers because of its immense size and the fact that it has been hidden away in this cave from the glaring eye of the sun and lashing winds, thus the intactness of its condition. However, no being on this land can overcome time. Not even remains and husk will endure. One day, there will be nothing left of it either. That sounds kind of sad, not having trace that shows you lived once. The records left here by the humans should have something related to the Wenut. Relating to the Wenut? Wenut. I presume such a thing is rare for humans, no? From what I heard my elders say, aside from the Order of Skeptics, there were also researchers from the forest here seeking inquiry. Though some humans believe that the Sekith Wenut is the completed state of a quicksand eel, to hold such theories and assumptions makes one's worry for the contents recorded by these humans. That information is not reliable at all. Think, these records are obviously false, yet you still enthusiastically found a human to serve as your Yasnapati. Maybe before this crystal is entirely eroded, the poems and odes dedicated to you will have changed beyond recognition. Maybe the bloom card never mentioned in the odes might not be pink or cute, but instead have a tough and reliable exterior, a mild and respectful personality, and act with rationality and calmness. That sounds a lot like the idealized image of a guardian. But that sounds nothing like you, Surush. Absolutely not. Wait, I believe I understand what my elder desires. She must be reminding me to find a better way to record my deeds. My elder does possess foresight indeed. I must offer her my deepest thanks. Amon doesn't think she means that. टाइम पास बस टाइम पास क्वेश्चन यही तुम ऑडियो लगा दो बट नहीं टाइम पास करवाओ इससे अच्छे तो पुराने जमाने के गेम हुआ करते थे कम डायलॉग होते थे स्टोरी भी अच्छी होती थी समझ भी आती थी अभी तो है ना बस भगा रहे हम क्योंकि है ना टाइम सेंसिटिव इवेंट है. Looks like you successfully completed your training. We got it done. But Sorush, after seeing the crystallized Wenut, she said that with real sincerity that even though it had existed for centuries, one day it would still disappear without a trace. And then immediately afterward, when we mentioned that her odes might be distorted as well, her mood changed instantly. But of course, the deeds of a Pari should be eternal. How can such a thing be compared to that which might part into dust and ash? If something cannot be recorded properly, then there must be something wrong with the method. You wish to remind me of the fact, which is why you sent me to view the crystallized mine. Am I right, Elder Zurvan? That's the way you see it. Interesting. Do you care nothing for the renown of the Pari? If you're speaking of renown in the way humans understand it, not so much. Whatever you say, the present day members of the Order of Skeptics are so very dull. Of course, there are more interesting individuals like the Traveler or a Pieman. Then that would be a different case entirely. Compliment from Zurvan. Thanks. Appreciate the praise, Elder. Can interesting be considered a compliment? Hold, you can't call her Elder. Sorush, there's no need to be stingy. Zurvan is the eldest here, so us calling her Elder is reasonable, right? Alright, enough idle chit-chat. Enough idle chatter. If Sorush still thinks so highly of this human notion of renown, then the training that comes next might be just right. Alright, await your good news. Head to the specified location. अब इधर कैसे जाए? इसको खोलने के लिए अपने को कुछ ढूंढना पड़ेगा. और आई थिंक वो दूसरी साइड से खोएगा, ये साइड से नहीं.
Time to go.
उधर से तो बाहर निकलने का है. Residual Pari. First it's those used orcs and now it's those used bugs. Please help me bring whoever's been left behind here. एक 2 3 लो भैया जी. Phew, finally I can take a break.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
I think ये ही मैंने मार्क करके रखा हुआ था. एंड हमें इस साइड से जाना पड़ेगा. Gate of Zakaruna.
Time to go. Time to go.
ओके ऊपर से ही जाना है.
I follow the wind. Yeah. The wind knows me.
There is no escape. Allow me.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds
Bird's call.
with nature.
I see everything.
कोई कुकिंग नहीं करनी हमने.
Find anything you like? Everyone hold hands. Hold the line. Hey. Everyone hold hands.
इसको बोलते हैं बढ़िया स्नाइपर. के डिस्ट्रॉय द बॉक्सेस. आजा इधर आजा. एंड ये गए भाग. और अब इनकी बारी. एंड द ट्रायल इज डन. ट्रायल इज डन. टाइम पास. Do टाइम पास ट्रायल टाइम वेस्ट करने के लिए. सिर्फ प्रीमोजेम्स मिले इसके लिए हम कर रहे हैं फ्री टू प्ले प्लेयर की होने की वजह से. अगर प्रीमोजेम ना मिल रहे होते ना कोई नहीं करता ये क्वेश्ट्स. थोड़ा सा इधर आना है। थोड़ा ऊपर जाना है। चलो ये हो गया। अब बकबक चालू वापस। Hey, isn't this the place we passed by for looking for Ymir? Though Ymir shouldn't be here right now, right? All those sounds, they should be Ymir's companions. Mihirs. They look pretty good. Speaking of which, they helped us a lot. Pale Floater, did you forget all that I have accomplished? No way, you might complain a lot, but you do care about your people, right? What did you do, Sorush? I can't seem to recall. क्या उसको फिल्टी तो बोला था तूने और क्या किया था? How can you be so forgetful, Yasnapati? I punish you with the task of several more odes. Haha, Paimon knew it. You've got a big bark to go with your soft head. Heart. Malicious slander. I was only here because I wished to earn the chaplet. If the elder hadn't made me come. Well, what do you say? Mihir is part of the reason you even managed to claim that twin horn chaplet. Shouldn't you thank her for that at least? Bah, for such a figure, one stained and struggling thusly, I'd say she would only be worth any merit after another 10 cleansing pilgrimages. 10 is way too many. Oh, wait a minute. On second thought, Paimon thinks it wouldn't be too hard. The path really isn't that long. Though the way isn't long, running it repeatedly does make me tired. Oh, I expected an adventurer to be used to such a life by now. तेरी बकबक है ना किसी को भी थका देगी. From the name, Paimon thought we would be walking for 10 days and nights. As it turns out, we didn't even need to go that far. The shortness of this trial is making Paimon suspicious. If it was as long as Oceanid's pilgrimage, then perhaps I would respect her. As it stands now, I can only state the distance of the cleansing pilgrimage suits me here. The Oceanid's pilgrimage? After the catastrophe, a number of Oceanids came from Fontaine to Sumeru, with the path they walked becoming their so-called holy path. Strange, why would the Oceanids need to come to Sumeru? Pilgrimage? A pilgrimage for what? I only heard of such a thing from my elder, though there have been Oceanids from Fontaine. I haven't truly looked into it. Could it be for the harvest token? Right, Sorush said that the harvest totem was the god that let the Pari be born. If honor's a big deal here, then the thing most deserving of it, definitely the harvest totem. But what's the potential relationship between the Oceanids and harvest totem? Don't tell Paimon the Oceanids and Pari are like distantly related. Looking at you carefully, Paimon's really beginning to see the resemblance. Haha, Paimon hasn't discovered any world-shaking secrets, has she? They are not that similar, maybe a bit. The slander flows from your lips again, Pale Floater. I know nothing of any ocean. You're probably right. Sorush did say that the distance Oceanids need to travel for their pilgrimage is far longer than Mihi's cleansing. If that's true, does that mean the Oceanids are stronger than the Pari? Is Sorush admitting defeat? What? I didn't mean that. In all seriousness, the cleansing pilgrimage is not tied to distance. It is more of a symbolic affair, showcasing a rise and return to form. That sounds impressive, but regardless, it is irrational to brush all Paris as lesser than the oceans, and not because of any bias I may or may not have regarding me. Speaking of which, why did Zurvan say that the next part of the training was just right for Sorush? It doesn't look like anything special here. Also, me is missing too. Though, if she was here, Sorush probably wouldn't talk to her properly either. They are pretty different in a lot of ways. One is round and the other is prickly. Mihir doesn't need a Yasnapati. Yeah, but that's not what Paimon wanted to say. That fool, if her existence and her efforts over these centuries are forgotten, then what was it all for? Maybe that's the question that Zurvan wants Sorush to think about. It seems that Sorush still needs some time. सोचने दो बस उसको, टाइम पास मत कराओ हमें. एक मैं टाइम पास में विश कर रहा हूँ, बड़ा बोर हो रहा है. कुछ नहीं मिला. जाके जुर्वन से बात करो, ट्रायल करो, फिर परी का अपने ये सुरूश का आधे घंटे का लेक्चर सुनो. Without knowing the training has progressed to its later half, how are things going? You can see we are hitting a stride. There's still some room for improvement. Though when Sorush tells us stories, there really seems to be some self-reflection happening. Dialogue is a good way for Sorush to learn, especially as the people she's talking to are more interesting than those of the Order of Skeptics. Elder, you are being arbitrary. The Traveler is a remarkable Yasnapati, but not all of the Order of Skeptics member are. Perhaps they do have monetary instances of virtue between sessions of flattery and deceptions. I see you still need convincing. We will let our witness, the Traveler and Paimon, give a review regarding your performance. Of course, that is after you finish your recounting. अच्छा है, भगा दिया इधर से. एक और विश कर लेते, चलो. पता था कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला. वापस से आ गए मीर की जगह पे. चलो अच्छा, ये वाला ट्रायल है, ये बहुत जल्दी ख़त्म हो जाता है और इसमें बकबक कम है. I think this is the last. तीन मिनट 6 सेकंड ज्यादा लगा दिए.
The weather is lovely and warm. Things.
इसका कैंसिल कर रहा हूँ नेविगेशन. होपफुली नया स्टाइल ना हो. नीचे जाना है। टाइम पास अभी बस बकबक चालू होने वाली है सुरुष की। थोड़ा रहम कर इस बार। ड्रम्स के बारे में बातचीत चालू कर देगी अभी देखना। इट्स सो क्वाइट, नो वंस हियर। इवन इफ राशनु वाज हियर इट वुड स्टिल बी quite quiet. Yeah, but if she was here we would need to talk softer. She always has a sleepy look on her face and she didn't seem too happy when we woke her using the Cody drums. I haven't heard that the quieter someone is, the worse it gets when they get hangry. Who knows what Rashnu is like when she's enraged? Then that should be true. My Yasnapati is the one we should fear the most, yes. Ah? Oh, Paimon knows him best, though the traveler isn't one for talking. He's still super nice, right? I'm about to get mad for real. Roar! See? No, not scary at all. Very well, let us refocus. Refocus or khatam? Bakwas band kar abhi. As you behold, this tree is called Barson, and Rashnu is its familiar, though she is absent right now. And khatam, and nothing. There is nothing more to say of Rashnu and the Barson. Feels like you are hiding something. Right, about the Kori drums. Hiding? Absurd. As for the drums, haven't you already seen them in use? Speaking of which, Paimon remembers Rashnu saying that she's the one who threw the Kori drums elsewhere. That really surprised Nagarjuna. If Paimon recalls, you were really nervous then and you didn't respond to Nagarjuna's question. The way it looks now, the Order of Skeptics archives were really off the mark, though playing the drums did wake Rashnu. Paimon seems to understand why Zurvan doesn't trust the current Order of Skeptics. Think, Sorush. Did they really help? The clues they gave are half-truths at best. But वो half-truth से ही कम से कम full truth बाद में जाके मिल तो रहा है। The current generation of the Order of Skeptics indeed does have some lacking members, but like a tree, no matter how many leaves flourish, there will always be some that will shrivel and dry. Once these dry leaves break and scatter, those that will remain, they will be the ones that can be relied upon. Yes. How did the Order of Skeptics became like this? I also want to know that. It is because I have been with the Order of Skeptics too long and I grew unable to discern their gradual changes. Only when I began to speak with you and the other outsiders did I realize that the Order of Skeptics have changed. It has been a few hundred years. Besides their name being the same, they must have cycled through a few generations of different members already. Will the fame I seek, the fame I wish for the Yasnapati to eulogize for me, also erode into this? With everything changed, carrying only a hollow title for others to recall? Is that what my elder wishes that I learn? No, it shouldn't be, but... Sorush, there's no need to be down. Maybe Zurvan didn't mean that. Seeing Sorush so depressed makes Paimon feel like she did something wrong. Maybe we should have Zurvan cheer her up. Talk to Zurvan. Same repetition पे repetition. मतलब फुद्दू है। प्रीमोजेम्स के लिए हम लोग फुद्दू है जो कुछ भी कर रहे हैं। लास्ट 2 बचे। बार बार पिंग बड़ा बढ़ रहा है। Oh, Sorush, you appear very. Did you find an obstacle to your progress? Should we call it an obstacle or a sense of confusion? Hopefully, Zurvan ज़्यादा पकेगी नहीं इस पर. I see how the records of humans deviating from actual reality isn't anything new. They are a forgetful and prejudiced people after all. Considering how vast and complex the affairs of the world generally are, observers might be able to get an overview of the majority major details, but not be able to grasp the minutiae. Those present during said affairs might be direct witnesses, but still find themselves unable to move beyond their personal subjectivity. Oh, this doesn't feel very comforting. So you wish for me to provide some warm words to placate Sorush. Did you forget this is part of our training? To be able to overcome problems by oneself, that's the point of training, right? My own guess is that makes sense. If Sorush cannot meet this task successfully, then all that can be said is she is unworthy of the title of Bloomguard and will not be able to bear the weight of the twin-horned chaplet. And when the time comes, gentle though I am right now, I can only do what must be done, no matter how cruel. Will you take my chaplet from me? As for the punishment for failure, I suppose you will discover that yourself, should you truly fail. If Shurush doesn't want to be bald, she better be extra hard. She better try extra hard. ज़्यादा बकेगी ना, मैं ही निकाल दूंगा चैपलेट इसका. ढंग से काम करना आता है नहीं. बड़ी आई बक करने वाली. By the Harakadwa, to the rescue. Begin the trial. इनको उड़ाना है. अरे अब ये 3 को कैसे मारना है वो देखना पड़ेगा. अब ये लास्ट को मारना है और ये हो गया. Head to the specified area, start the trial. चलो
Time to go.
रेमिनिसेंस का चालू हुआ. बेसिकली वेट ही कर लो. डन. नासेजुना. अब बकवास चालू. It has been a long, it has long been a familiar sight to me, but now I feel only conflicted thinking about it. Oh, on the bright side, this maybe means that Sorush has matured. I know not if this is growth or a decline instead. Cheer up, Sorush. It's not like you to get so down. Right, since you're already here, why don't you tell us about the early history of the Order of Skeptics? Although things are the way they are now, there must have been a point to their establishment, right? Otherwise, Zurvan wouldn't have helped them, and you wouldn't have been drawn to them. Very well. If you wish to listen, I will speak. However, you must know that my birth came after the Order of Skeptics was formed. What happened prior is but hearsay to me as well. It was said that before all that transpired, there was some of absolute purity and virtue who attempted to spread the word that catastrophe was imminent. But carrying a message does not halt the coming of ruin. Soon darkness washed over the lands as rolling tides, drowning all that lived in fear. Just as we saw of the second Wenut, even the strongest creatures were crystallized, perishing during the event. Comparatively with how soft and weak humans are, their resulting scouring cannot be considered a personal failing. But some individuals arrived, rushing into the maelstrom that was the calamity. Were these people the first order of skeptics? Indeed, their leader was Nagarjuna. He was once a researcher who worked in the depths of the woods, but he put roots down here to help alleviate the aftershocks of the catastrophe. Yes, and there was another one with golden hair. Though my elder spoke little of him, he should count as an interesting individual, I think. Golden hair या तो डेनस्लिफ हो सकता है या अपनी सिस्टर हो सकती है, बट हिम बोला है तो मोस्टली डेनस्लिफ हो सकता है. It's a real shame that he only lived a few hundred years ago. If he was still here, Paimon would have loved to see him meet Traveler. Then we can see who's more interesting. Why are we competing? Well, my victory is assured. Following this, after my birth, the after effects of the catastrophe stabilized. So Sorush had nothing to do with them? To do them? Not entirely, as the filth will never be fully eradicated. It's just that noble sacrifices like the one made by the divine bird Simur were no longer needed. What's more, such duties have been already performed by Mihir, Rashnu, and other Paris predating me. After Nagarjuna, the elder slowly broke off contact with the Order of Skeptics. However, the skeptics themselves remained ever interested in us Pari. But I suppose there's nothing strange. To them, after all, we Pari are heroes worthy of songs and odes. The strong feelings of admiration we inspire are more than deserved. During that time, I often heard them loudly singing their poems and odes, and with the passing of time, the scenes of the divine bird sacrifice grew even more vivid. Yet my elder treats this as if it was a paltry thing. It sounds like Sorush got buttered up by honeyed words. What? No, impossible. I clearly wanted to imitate the divine bird because I was moved by its passion and will. The only reason why I associated with the Order of Skeptic was because they would tell me about the happenings of years past. Of course, it wasn't like they didn't heap an appropriate amount of praise on me. It is the same story, but told in an exaggerated way to get people's attention. Even Paimon likes listening to exciting stories. But if their intention was to record actual history, then they definitely did something wrong. Indeed, regardless if it is I or the humans of the Order of Skeptics, those who condition themselves to accept hyperbole as ordinary will see themselves become like this. The Order of Skeptics archives were no longer simple, truthful records. Instead, they were filled with all manners of embellishments and objective opinions. And unknowingly, I began to put renown beyond action itself. Looks like you finally get it. She seems more energetic than she was when she came here. Isn't this a good thing? Hehe. Now Zurvan won't be asking to take the chaplet, will she? Your training is almost at its end. We will definitely win Zurvan's approval. नेक्स्ट अगर इसने ना 50 वर्ड के ऊपर बोला ना, मैं ही इसका चैपलेट लेके फेंक दूंगा. ज़ुरवान जितना बोल के खत्म करना चाहिए इसको. You look much happier than the last we spoke. Seems things have gone well. From what I've learned doing this task, I've grown for now. You're worthy of being called Bloom Guard? No, not yet. There is still a final portion of the task I need to complete. Until all tasks are done, until your respect is earned, I am not finished. Only then can the Twin Horn Chaplet truly belong to me. Ah, looks like you're actually beyond your rebellious phase after all, just as was claimed. Elder, you still remember that? Forget, I beg of you. Haha, regardless, it's good to see that your spirits have returned. Traveler, Paimon, please be witness to the truth of whether Sorush is worthy of the Twin Horn Chaplet. Then I will await you at the end. See you soon. ऐसा बात करा कर. Proceed to the trial. ओहो, अभी भी प्रीमोजेम्स कम है. देखते हैं मेल में कुछ आया क्या. मैं सिर्फ कैंडिस मिल जाए उसकी वजह से पुल कर रहा हूँ, और कुछ नहीं है.
Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
हल्का सा एडजस्टमेंट करने की जरूरत पड़ रही है. $60 कलेक्ट करने हैं भाई, बहुत ज्यादा है. डिफिकल्ट तो है नहीं एक भी, सिर्फ टाइम पास है. एंड इट्स डन. अभी रिमेम्बरेंस वाला करना है. 2 मिनट 46 सेकेंड्स. 3 मिनट 46 सेकेंड्स. 3 नहीं 2 मिनट्स 43 सेकेंड्स. तो हमने क्या कहते हैं 3 मिनट्स के कम टाइम में किया. अच्छा है. क्या है ये? Plume of Purifying Light. देना किधर है?
Time to go.
ये रिमेम्बर हुआ, अब सुरुश की बकबक चालू। सीधा जुर्वन के पास जाना चाहिए। फेंक के मारूंगा मैं कंट्रोलर। The tiny hollow. This was the epicenter of the disaster. Though all seems calm, it's not hard to think of how things were then. These crystals are huge, a lot bigger than even Wenut, and to think it's Sorush's responsibility to handle future problems here. It is not the most essential duty a Bloom Guard should uphold. Is it not the most essential duty a Bloom Guard should uphold? In addition, Sorush should also expect this of herself. That's what they say anyway. Do you not trust me? I did not realize I was at a stage that even pale floater thinks so little of me. Oh, Sorush arrogances make a grand return. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Why do both of you still harbor such doubt in me after our time together? My pride has never been born of blind ignorance. You should be well aware that I fully understand my past mistakes. Before I placed reputation above action. But now, as I have learned, this is an act of purest neglect. Just as Simo became the divine bird through a sacrifice, I will become the Bloom Guard and hear my name rightfully sung in the praise of my service. Additionally, I have completed all the assignments you have given me, Elder. Now, even you must admit that I am one worthy of the title of Bloom Guard, worthy of the twin-horned Chaplet. I have indeed no objections to the choice made by the Khvarena. ट्रायल्स टाइम पास थे, बस ये इतना सिंपल सा चीज किया और ये ब्लूम गार्ड बन गई। वाओ। What, did you expect me to object? No, I merely did not expect you to agree so easily, Edda. I expected a few rough words at least. I'm not nearly so vicious about the responsibilities of a Bloom Guard. I did not actually gain any knowledge from the Chaplet. Is it because I still do not embody the traits of the Bloom Guard fully? Do I still lack training? For this, the title of Bloom Guard must be inherited, but the duties are always variable. I see. To state it simply, there are no fixed rules, and even more, there are no specific judging standards. Usually, the Khvarena's choice is final. So you're saying I will not be taking the twin-horn Chaplet from you? Will not or cannot? Now you don't need to worry about the top of your head going cold. Yeah, as Zurvan said herself, the Khvarena's choice is final. That means that Zurvan can't change it either, right? Oh ho ho, you really think so? Whoa, that's a little scary. I understand, this must be part of the test. Seems like Sorush is having an epiphany. You are a forgetful one, pale floater. I just said it. To pass this test, besides competence and observation, the most understand thing is understanding my past mistakes. Even if the outcome was already determined, would it not be retreading the path of folly if I cast aside all that I have learned during training? So I think it must be the last test my elder has left me. To be a worthy Bloom Guard, this is but a simple task. This is a sign of your complete trust in me, Elder. I didn't expect you to see right through me, the Khvarena. The Khvarena chose well, but your changes, I suppose, the Traveler and Paimon bear some credit for that. Indeed, my esteemed Yasnapati and the Pale Floater are both beings of merit. Though I wish to say that I am potent enough alone, I believe that with their aid, the extinguishing of the sign of Aposha will be no difficult task. How very reliable. Don't forget, Mihir and Rashnu will also be able to assist you. Worry not, Elder. Leave everything to me. Paimon keeps thinking that Zurvan might have planned this, but seeing Sorush this happy, Paimon can't really complain. Finally, is it done? ओ भाई हो गया फाइनली हो गया I want to return to the Urkasha Oasis.
Time to go.
I'm so sleepy. Thank you.
A fateful offering.
ये तो बहुत सिंपल था and let's see recollect a path सारे हो गए recollect a path is done It is completely done. तो अभी अपने को टेंशन नहीं अगर हम स्ट्रीम करना भूल भी गए थोड़ा तो कोई प्रॉब्लम की बात नहीं ये कैसे निकलेंगे बेनेट अपने को बेनेट लेना पड़ेगा या आर्चर भी ले सकते हैं
I won't hold you back. Let's light it up.
चैलेंज फेल्ड।
Adventure time.
The wind knows me.
This way, Purifying.
ये इधर एक परी है, इसको जाके बचाना है। चलो नहीं, बचा लिया है हमने। चलो आई थिंक इतना मोर देन इनफ है। नाउ अभी हमारे पास अब क्या क्या ऑप्शन बच रहे हैं क्वेस्ट के मामले में। अगर हम देखने के लिए जाए, मिलेनियल माउंटेन्स, आर्काइक स्टोन्स फॉर म्यूनिक, एंगलर, अमृता, further inside Vorprasha's voices, a mysterious Pari is waiting for you. कावरेना ऑफ गुड एंड इवल कर सकते हैं हम, बट आई डोंट थिंक अभी मैं ज़्यादा देर और कर पाऊंगा स्ट्रीम, तो हार्ट ऑफ अमृता कंप्लीट कर देते हैं।
Grow!
का सबसे पहले वे पॉइंट अनलॉक करो। पहले वे पॉइंट अनलॉक, बाद में बकान दूजा। ये क्या है?
One with nature.
ओके ये वाला।
Time to go.
लकीली सब पास में ही है। अमृता है इसका, ये रहा ईंधन अटैक करने के लिए।
Time to go.
चलो अभी वो मिस्टीरियस परी को हम जाके हेलो बोल के आते हैं। टेक्निकली सारे वेव पॉइंट अनलॉक कर दिए क्या? हाँ यस, सारे वे पॉइंट अनलॉक कर दिए मैंने। नाइस। अभी सिर्फ ये बचा है डोमेन। Feathery, hello there. Are you the Outlander offerer this book? The Outlander offerer? Yes, I have heard of a valiant human who is bound to a Pari. It has been centuries since this land last witnessed something so wondrous. We Pari used to walk with humans and we would build our homes in this Vorukasha's oasis. Despite the threat of the darkness, its corrosion never once stained the oasis thanks to the protection of the Harviscopotham and Khvarena. Though centuries have passed, those years remain my most cherished memories. Sorry, but who are you? I'm in charge of looking after the Amrita pool. I have not set foot outside this place since Lady Zurvan sealed the oasis. The Amrita pool? The Amrita pool is where we Pari were granted life. In it flows the primordial water left behind by our god. It's all thanks to the Amrita, that countless motes of Khvarena have gained power at life. We will turn into plumes of purifying light after extinguishing our strength, leaving behind nothing but pure memories. And memories that belong to the Khvarena will help those familiars of Khvarena return to the sea of the flowers. तो हम ये जो plumes of purifying light collect कर रहे थे शायद इसको ही लाके देना होगा. But ever since the human warriors ceased performing that duty, Pari who have drained their strength while resisting the defilement have not been able to return to the sea of flowers. Fortunately, now that we've been visited by a human warrior once again, the scattered plumes of purifying light, shall return to this place eventually. The Amrita pool will accept all remembrances so long as an offering is made, and the waters, the trees will bestow blessings upon you. That is also the mercy of the divine. अनलॉक हो गया वरुकाशा ओएसिस अमृता पूल. After 6 offerings, you will obtain all the rewards. When you obtain 30, you will obtain a revelation from the Amrita pool that will mark out the location of the remaining plumes. Okay. 1. Oh, okay, nice. 2. नाइस. प्रीमोजेम्स पे प्रीमोजेम्स मिल रहे हैं. अच्छा हुआ टाइम पास किया इनको ढूंढने में. 3. चौथा नहीं हो पाएगा यार. 1 रह गया. प्रीमोजेम्स मिलेंगे और ढूंढेंगे तो. पेड्री. अरे दे दिया भाई, दे दिया. About the offering. चलो कुछ नया चीज अनलॉक किया. अच्छा हुआ बाद में के बदले अभी किया हमने.
Time to go.
A fateful offering.
चलो अभी प्रीमियम्स काफी आ गए. अभी नेक्स्ट क्या करे. ओवरफ्लोइंग मास्टरी तो बाद में भी हो जाएगी. Tatara Tales. Cost effective hook. गानिवा क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट कर लिया हमने। चलो कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव हुक के लिए पोर्ट ओमोस में जाना है। ये लास्ट चीज कंप्लीट करता हूँ, उसके बाद मैं स्ट्रीम बंद कर दूंगा, क्योंकि कावरेन ऑफ गुड एंड इवल के लिए काफी टाइम चाहिए। Talk to Helbert and Kavian. Please do me a favor. I could really use your help. No can do. Please go. Whoa, what's a quarrel? Hey, Outlander. Care to help me persuade this lady here? She came to ask me to salvage some antiques. Has been bugging me all day. She not only scared away my fish, but also wants to keep taking up my time. Miss, why such a hurry? Trying to rake in with the antiques? No, Mr. Carmen. I'm Halbert with the Academia. The Academia found these antiques and I'm responsible for keeping them. But there was an incident on the ship transporting the relics. Some dropped off the ship, floating down the river to the lower reaches. Then go to a professional salvage team. Why bother a fisherman like me? It takes too long to find a suitable salvage team. I've heard people call you Supreme Hookshot, and that you fish lost items up from the river nearly every day. And you've been fishing around a lot, so I thought I'd ask you to try casting a rod. See if you could find the relics. You're being desperate. Well, if it's Kavian who cast the rod. I cast my rod only to get fish, okay? Miss Albert, I feel sorry for what you have been through, but I'm only a fisherman. I cast my rod to catch fish and fish only. You haven't caught even one fish. I've been training to do that with the pure thought in mind. Never thought about doing other stuff. So you'd better find someone else. Huh? Then how about this? I won't ask you to hook the relics for me. I just need you to go fishing at another place. What do you say? I'm paying you to catch fish. Please, I'm counting on you. Huh? I'm a fisherman. A fisherman. It's nice to fish at a new spot. Come on, please help me. I've prepared your payment already. You guys are incessant. Fine, I guess I'll do that for a change. Where do you want me to fish? Many thanks. Just follow me. Same as before, traveler. Please help me find those materials for the baits. Let me think. I'll be using mint this time, but it needs to be collected from my usual spot. I've marked the general area. I'll leave it to you. After you bring the materials, I will go over the payment in detail with you. Miss Albert and I are going to the fishing spot first. We'll meet there. ये भी आई थिंक छोटा सा क्वेस्ट होगा। लास्ट टाइम मैं तो भूल ही गया हूँ ये लास्ट टाइम क्या किया था।
Time to go. Time to go. Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Let's make her a little.
Let's go back. ओ भाई साहब कितने
Everyone hold hands.
ये नई जगह है हम।
Sharing my knowledge.
Everybody stand back!
The wind knows me.
अब ये कैसे निकालना है?
Allow me.
मैं इधर मार्किंग कर देता हूँ, बाद में आके कर लूंगा। चलो अभी उसकी फिशिंग स्पॉट पे जाना है। उड़ के जाएंगे इधर से, जल्दी पहुंचेंगे। एक चीज कर सकते हैं। अरे यार, अगर 5 बार इधर ही टाइम पास करना है तो क्या फास्ट जाएंगे हम। कितना ऊपर है हम लोग यार। वो रून ड्रेक है क्या? नहीं, रून गार्ड है। नेट पे बैठा हुआ है। Remains of an ancient rune guard. It looks deprived of energy. ओह, हमको वो मिला, एनर्जी का क्रिस्टल मिला। Did you find the materials? ये ले, स्पेशल मिंट। सनसेटिया। That's pretty quick. Thanks. Please start fishing. Other relics good. I mean the fish. No rush. I need to feel the flow of water to ensure that I can catch the rod with a peace of mind. Let's see what big fish lies for me here. Wet package after a long while. What do I have here? Let me check. This is it. One of the lost antiques. Unscathed. No aquatic creature has gotten inside. You actually hooked a relic. You really are. You are really the supreme hookshot. Is that a compliment? Doesn't really make me happy. Well, the relic at the first spot has been salvaged, and the next fishing spot is just west of here. Let's get rolling. The sooner I can go back and catch real fish in peace, the better. No problem. Please follow me. Traveler, we'll be using hara fruit as bait this time. My gut tells me that this is the most suitable material. I know a place where hara fruit is the finest. I'll show you the location. We'll head off first. Let's meet at the next fishing spot. Time pass quest है ये, but थोड़ा comedic quest है. Finally ये पास में है, teleport waypoint के. Another wave of monsters.
Grow.
Let's light it up!
Hold the line.
अभी ये भी अच्छा है, वे पॉइंट के पास है। We're back, found the special material. आले भाई। Okay, here goes the fishing again. I need to concentrate. Please don't make any noise. Kavyan begins to focus on fishing. Ah, look over there. So many slimes. Huh? I haven't seen anything like this. Leave them to me. You just keep fishing. What's with all the troubles when Mr. Kavyan is fishing? K1. Kavyan Bini, K1.
Allow me. Committed to memory.
Oh, hydro slimes को hydro से effect हुआ. K1. You guys are so good. Thanks a lot. When all the relics are recovered, I will apply for more compensation as your payment. You just don't believe I can hook a real fish, do you? Wait, something big is on the hook. K1 lifts the rod hard. What's this? Ah, this is another pack of the relics. Great. I didn't expect it to go so well. You have recovered 2 relics now. What a hook, Mr. K1. I shouldn't have said that. There are tons of fish in the river. Not so for the relics. But I haven't caught a single fish. Look at the bright side. We have recovered the relics. It's a good thing. The last fishing spot is near Vimara village. It's much safer place for fishing. Let's get moving. Yeah, off we go. This is so weird. Is there something wrong with my bait or the way I fish? Never mind, traveler. Please find some fresh Zathun pieces for me this time. Since it's the last spot, I'll have to use my special bait. I'm counting that on you, traveler. पास ही है, चल के जाएंगे।
This may hurt a little.
Blanca. Iron Point.
I'll have another talk with him.
Whopper flower आ गया।
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night। चलो हमको ये भी मिल गया।
Time to go.
Grow.
Let's go to Kavyan. K1. That was fast. You found the special material. ये ले, खुश रहे। Looks like everything's going well. Time for one last fishing attempt. Phew, the third one's a charm. Please let me hook some fish. Even a teeny tiny one will do. K1 prepares the bait and begins fishing. A third soiled package is pulled out of the water. See it for yourself. I don't want to look at it. Alright, let me take a look. Good, there's no damage at all. Perfect, Mr. Cavion. The power of the supreme hookshot again. Yeah, haha, as long as you have what you wanted. 3 packs with 3 hooks, yet not even one fish came to bite the hook. That's what makes Mr. K1 so impressive. Hey, I've been serious about catching a big fish, not antiques. Call me bad at fishing or whatever, but it's been so many times. Even one with the worst luck should have gotten some fish. But none's ever come to me. This is strange indeed. Well, Mr. Kevin, if you're interested, I can introduce you to a researcher who specialized in fishing. He's worked on the design of many popular fishing rods and baits. I don't know exactly why you couldn't hook a fish, but it doesn't hurt to ask a professional. Maybe he'll be interested in you. You mean interested in the fact that I lift my hook with everything but fish? But you are right. This is my chance to see what's wrong with my skill. Sure, leave the rest to me. But do some bookworm researchers really know fishing? Ah, I almost forgot. Thank you for your help, traveler. This is your payment. Please take it. Cost effective hook? क्या बात है, ये भी हो गया. सुमेरु का रेपुटेशन हमारा बढ़ गया क्योंकि हमने एक साइड क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट किया. तो इसका हम अभी रेपुटेशन का रिवॉर्ड ले लेते हैं. अफेंडी, बस. और यहाँ पे ही मैं अभी सोच रहा हूँ कि ख़त्म कर दूँ, क्योंकि ये इवेंट ख़त्म होगा, उसके बाद नया अपडेट आएगा, फिर नए इवेंट्स आएंगे. तो अभी हम थोड़ा आराम से गेम खेल सकते हैं, कोई घाई घाई में करने की ज़रूरत नहीं. चलो, मेरे को मज़ा तो नहीं आया, इतना बुरा भी नहीं लगा. बस वो बहुत ज़्यादा ये जो सुरुश बोल रहा था ना डायलॉग्स, मेरे को सिर्फ उसी में प्रॉब्लम आ रही थी. बाकी वैसे एज सच टाइम पास इवेंट था. कुछ सिग्निफिकेंट वर्ल्ड बिल्डिंग सिर्फ एक ओशनाइड का जरा सा बताया और एक ब्लॉन्ड ट्रैवलर, मतलब ब्लॉन्ड बंदे के बारे में बताया जो कांडिया के डिजास्टर के टाइम था. बट एज सच कुछ नया लोर डंप तो हुआ नहीं. कोई नहीं, थोड़ी बहुत तो पसंद आ ही गई होगी स्टोरी. अगर मेरी वीडियो पसंद आ रही है तो आप भी लाइक का बटन जरूर दबाओ, उससे मुझे भी पता लगेगा कि आपको पसंद आ रही है. डिसलाइक करो अगर नहीं पसंद आ रही है, तो उससे मुझे पता लगेगा कि मुझे क्या इम्प्रूव करना है. कमेंट डालो तो मेरे को और स्पेसिफिकली पता चलेगा मेरे को क्या इम्प्रूव करना है. चलो कोई नहीं, ऑल जोक्स असाइड, सब्सक्राइब जरूर करना, वो भूलना मत, क्योंकि मुझे अभी है ना 1000 सब्सक्राइबर्स तक पहुंचना है और वो आप लोगों की हेल्प के बिना मैं नहीं पहुंच सकता हूँ. तो मेरी वीडियोस देखो, लाइक करो, सब्सक्राइब करो और हो सके तो शेयर करो. तो तब तक के लिए मैं आपको आज के लिए अलविदा बोलता हूँ. गुड नाइट, टाटा, बाय बाय. ठंडा लो, मज़े लो, आराम करो, लाइफ जियो अपनी. टाटा, बाय बाय. ये मैं भी नाइडा का आइडल एनिमेशन आप लोगों के लिए छोड़ के जाता हूँ.
Military supplies for the Eremites must be distributed appropriately. No news is good. Is there a new request from the academia?